Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would be Canelo.
Kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared?
I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
A growing number of boxing experts believe that Terence Crawford isn't simply going to give Canelo Alvarez a tough fight. They predict he's going to finish him in spectacular fashion. Many respected insiders are so convinced by Crawford's unique combination of lightning-fast speed, sharp ring IQ, and deceptive knockout power that they've gone as far as calling a specific ending, a 9th-round knockout over the Mexican superstar. This bold and highly confident prediction has already set the tone for the pre-fight buzz, leaving fans and analysts preparing themselves for what could go down as one of the most shocking upsets in modern boxing history.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Crawford himself insists that no one Canelo has faced comes close to matching his overall skill set, and that is precisely why he believes he has the clear edge. Speaking on the 4 Pound Pound podcast, he stated with conviction, I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach. I got the better boxing skills. All those names you mentioned are not as skillful as me. The skill level is night and day. While he acknowledges Canelo's physical strength and natural size advantage, Crawford argues those factors won't be enough. He believes his technical mastery, world-class footwork, fight intelligence, and ability to adapt to any style will outweigh every physical asset Canelo brings. In Crawford's mind, he doesn't even need a knockout to prove superiority, just 12 disciplined rounds on September 13th to show the world he is the more complete fighter.
I feel I got the speed over Canelo. I got the reach over him. He might got the size, the power. I got the better skills, boxing skills.
Would it be more of a cat and mouse? The reality is Canelo does put people out. From Kirkland to Amir Khan to just...
Don't do
obviously,
I'm just saying, man.
No, but he's not.
Kovalev was older. He does. Don't get me wrong. He does have a lot of power, but all those guys that you name is not as skillful as me. I'm sorry. No disrespect to none of those fighters. The skill level is night and day.
So how do you see a fight with Canelo?
Tough fight. Canelo is a great fighter. Like, I always had respect for Canelo, but I just believe in my skills. The fact that people doubt me, it just fueled me even more. Try to get the fight even more. And I'm watching him, I'm like, man, I can beat this dude. I've been fighting people bigger than me all my life, and I always came out on top. You gonna get hit. It's a fight. He gonna get hit too. It'll be good.
Former sparring partner Gervonta Davis pointed out that while Crawford's skills are exceptional, size and body type can play a decisive role in fights of this magnitude. Davis cautioned that physical disparities could heavily influence the outcome. Abel Sanchez, the former trainer of Gennady Golovkin, shared similar concerns, warning that Crawford's jump up 2 weight divisions could prove dangerous, especially if Canelo was able to land his trademark body shots with full force. On the other hand, respected analysts like Teddy Atlas and former heavyweight champion Shannon Briggs have leaned in Crawford's favor, citing his far superior ring IQ. Atlas went as far as to say that Crawford operates on a completely different level when it comes to adaptability and strategic finesse.
He's a little overrated.
Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous. but could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? But those intangibles, I believe that he has that.
Teddy Atlas, while respectful of Canelo Alvarez's legacy, suggested that Terence Crawford is simply in a category of his own, truly special. He acknowledged Alvarez's skill and accomplishments but noted that the Mexican star no longer dominates the way he once did. According to Atlas, there are visible signs of decline in Canelo's physical sharpness and overall ring performance. The explosiveness and quick-trigger reactions that once defined his style appear less consistent. In contrast, Crawford continues to operate at peak athletic performance, maintaining world-class speed, laser precision, and tactical flexibility. These qualities, Atlas believes, are exactly what separate Crawford from the rest of the boxing elite.
Alright everyone, we are 1 week removed from Canelo Alvarez, the 168-pound King's title defense versus William Skull. Now that we've had a week to digest it, I just want to get your early thoughts. Las Vegas, Nevada, Legion Stadium, Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Let's just hear your early thoughts and your preview for this mega fight.
Pretty much the same as it was a long time ago when they first announced this fight, and everybody thought I was crazy, which they often think. What are you going to do? They thought I was whatever. Come on. I like Crawford. I like Crawford then, I like him now. I liked him before Canelo looked not so good in his last fight, obviously. I thought it was going to be... I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good. Really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. I see it. The timing, the instinct, the eyes, the ability to be chilly cold, not just cold and calm, but chilly cold, where you can see things other people don't see and react to it just... I know he didn't have a great performance when he moved up to 154, but he was fighting a good fighter. He was fighting a guy that fought a very difficult style.
Former world champion Amir Khan, who shared the ring with Canelo in 2016 and has also sparred extensively with Crawford, offered a detailed comparison between the two. Khan gave Canelo full credit for his punching power and depth of experience but firmly stated that Crawford is the most complete fighter I've ever seen. He praised Crawford's ability to switch stances seamlessly, control range with expert precision, and adjust instantly to an opponent's strategy. Khan cautioned that while Canelo is extremely dangerous in the early rounds, Crawford's timing, accuracy, and patience make him far more lethal as the fight progresses. In Khan's view, Crawford's boxing IQ and adaptability could be the decisive factors in what he predicts will be a truly historic battle.
Both, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you could see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting?
Renowned trainer Stephen Bredman Edwards broke down why he believes Crawford would have the upper hand in a head-to-head showdown with Canelo. Edwards emphasized Crawford's unmatched ability to make in-fight adjustments, something he feels Canelo has never faced to this degree. Crawford is a master of timing and distance, Edwards explained. He doesn't have to outmuscle Canelo, he just needs to outthink him, and he will. Bredman pointed out that historically, Canelo has struggled against slick, mobile, cerebral fighters such as Floyd Mayweather and Dimitri Bivol. In Crawford, he would be facing a dangerous combination of both. Edwards also highlighted Crawford's supreme conditioning and his killer instinct in the championship rounds. His conclusion was blunt: Crawford is a stylistic nightmare for Canelo. I think he stops him late.
Crawford's adjustments in fights are so underrated. He is a master adjuster. He finds something in every fight and just goes with it. That last fight, people talk about he struggled. You know what he found that last fight? A simple jab. He just started beating the guy up with a jab. He finds something in every fight. And he don't fight a lazy fight. Canelo, for as good as he is, he hasn't stopped anybody since 2021. That's 4 years. You know why? Because he gets a little tired and he gets like a little bit complacent. He's a power puncher.
Sports commentator Stephen A. Smith has also voiced concern over Canelo pursuing this fight. Smith believes that Alvarez is underestimating the danger Crawford presents. In his eyes, Crawford's speed, intelligence, and chameleon-like adaptability inside the ring make him a fighter who can create problems from the opening bell until the final second.
He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Paulo couldn't do it and lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small. No doubt boxing skills are sublime. No doubt he's pound for pound one of the best on the planet Earth. Crawford is the real deal. The real deal. And him and Charlo is the fight I want to see. Him and Charlo is the right fight I want to see. But y'all gonna stop holding it against Charlo. When you hit somebody and you know you can't hurt them and they keep coming, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Jeff Mayweather, uncle of Floyd Mayweather and a seasoned boxing trainer, offered a balanced view. He praised Crawford's high-level technical ability and crafty switch-hitting style but reminded fans that size and weight matter. At super middleweight, Crawford is moving up 2 divisions, and Jeff believes that will pose unique challenges. While he acknowledged that Crawford's speed, ring IQ, and defensive sharpness give him a strong shot at victory, he warned that Canelo's size, punching power, and big fight experience mean Crawford must approach the bout with discipline. This fight will be won or lost on the game plan, Jeff stated. Not on sheer talent alone.
It's kind of tough, but if anybody can do it, I think it would be Terence Crawford. I mean, skill-wise, I give him, I think he's a better fighter than Canelo, but Canelo is also a great fighter but he owns that weight class that he's in. So, I would just say that I think that Crawford has to fight almost a perfect fight to win. And take advantage of Canelo's mistakes.
Yeah, so we have, is it almost kind of a battle of, we have 2 guys, obviously the best, 2 of the best 3 or 4 boxers in the sport, regardless of weight class, but,
yeah,
which one is closer to the version of their prime, right? They're both getting older. I mean, they're both still, very, very good at this point, but do you think maybe one of them it's time for him to start falling off, and that might be the difference in this fight, that one starts to trail off a little bit?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, both guys are aging, and you never know. You never know when they're going to show their age. So it could be either one of them that does that. But I mean, I just lean toward Crawford because I just think dude has so many skills, and I mean, I just see that him possibly winning the fight by decision, but could also lose a close decision.
Canelo's recent performance against William Skull raised concerns among analysts. Over 12 rounds, Alvarez landed only 152 punches, the second lowest total in a bout of that length in his career. Observers noted that his timing appeared off, his rhythm disrupted, and his footwork lacked the sharpness needed to cut off the ring effectively. This allowed Skull far too much freedom to move. The hesitancy and low activity led many to wonder if Canelo can still impose his will against elite opposition. With Crawford known for controlling distance, changing angles, and adjusting mid-fight, there is growing concern that Alvarez could quickly fall behind on the scorecards. If Canelo cannot maintain a high work rate or answer with well-timed counters, Crawford's speed, precision, and stamina could dictate the fight entirely.
Joe was saying that one of Canelo's biggest strengths is his legs. It generates power and it helps with his punch resistance. Well, those legs are sliding and that power is diminishing. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage win now since he knocked out Plant in 2021. And yeah, he's dropped some of these guys but he's not been able to step on the gas and finish them. He's not been able to go through the gears. His gas tank, you can put that into question as well. And Canelo Alvarez, come July, will be 35 years old. So he is, look, Canelo's been around so long, and his real prime was in his mid-20s. So we associate Canelo, mid-20s to early 30s. So we kind of associate Canelo with that. I don't want to say ever young, but you know, he is still young, just not in boxing senses. But he's been around so long, 20 years a pro, and he's been at world levels for probably 15 of those. You're going to expect some slippage. And I think in this fight, an opponent, it was very negative, yes, but an opponent who Canelo Alvarez of 5 years ago would have handled, and he did handle him, but you know what I mean, he probably would have put some damage on William Skull. He didn't do anything. He didn't look good. And William Skull played his part in that, it has to be said. As I said, you fight that negative, there's only so much you can really do, you know. Even if you're Canelo Alvarez, even if you are Alexander Usyk, if you've got a fighter who is just going into this fight with one mindset, I want to go 12 rounds. I'll give you an example, you know, Naoya Inoue.
Former champion Shane Mosley recently claimed that Terence Crawford would easily defeat even an improved version of Errol Spence Jr. Mosley pointed out that Spence looked drained, stiff, and physically compromised when making weight for their first fight. Even if Spence regained speed and strength, Mosley argued, Crawford's rhythm, switch-hitting ability, movement, and high ring IQ would still give him a clear advantage. Unlike Spence, who relies heavily on size and physicality, Crawford's strength lies in his adaptability and positional intelligence. Mosley even suggested Spence should consider moving up in weight rather than chasing another fight with Crawford, as his style simply isn't equipped to match Crawford's modern, fluid approach.
I just think that Crawford has more rhythm, more movement, more stuff, and not just having more movement, more stuff. He has the power and everything just to be one of those great fighters. He has everything. And if you have Spence is not one-dimensional, but he's in that fight he was really one-dimensional, really stiff, and if they looked like they had really a lot of problems trying to get down to his weight. Didn't have enough time to work on stuff they need to work on to, you know, attack Crawford or to do anything to Crawford. And then when they got in the ring, you know, he was so weak. I mean, Crawford dropping him with right jabs. We're like, dang, that bullet just dropping him.
As Crawford gears up for one of the biggest fights of his career, the influence of a legend like Andre Ward has become a major asset. Known for his disciplined approach, impeccable fundamentals, and extraordinary ring IQ, Ward has been instrumental in refining Crawford's strategy. Their work together focuses on more than just physical preparation. Ward is sharpening Crawford's mental edge as well. With experience in neutralizing powerful opponents, Ward's mentorship is aimed at disrupting Canelo's rhythm, forcing him into uncomfortable positions, and making Crawford's pace the controlling factor in the fight.
Right. As you see, iron sharpening iron. Two legends, one retired, two-division undefeated Olympic gold medalist, first ballot Hall of Famer, Andre S.O.G. Ward, helping and training with three-division world champion, two-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning pound-for-pound king and future first ballot Hall of Famer, Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford is preparing to become a four-division world champion August 3rd when he faces off against WBA super welterweight, junior middleweight world champion Israel Madrimov. And the WBO title will be on the line as well. This is epic. There's shadow boxing. Terence Crawford in southpaw stance. As you see, Andre Ward in the orthodox stance. Many people starting to speculate.
On paper, Crawford brings cerebral boxing, pinpoint accuracy, and elite switch-hitting ability, while Canelo offers raw power, championship pedigree, and an unshakable fighter's mentality. Most experts agree that if the fight boils down to movement, timing, and adaptability, Crawford has the advantage. That said, Canelo remains a dangerous and seasoned veteran who must never be underestimated.
Going up and becoming undisputed against Canelo, whoo. Come on, man, I'm flying in the sunset, man. Thank you, boxing gods.
That would be it?
That would be it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing it for me. I didn't accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the sport of boxing. You know, there's really nothing for me to accomplish right now. Like anything, it's about the money now. It's about the money. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's not, but the money and to beat Canelo, if that fight was ever to happen, come on, man. Y'all better leave me alone. Y'all better leave me alone, man. Call me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
TBC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I've been thinking about. I don't know why. You know, I was just like, man, the last few days I was like, man, I don't know if it's God talking to me or what, but that's a fight that if he win, if Canelo win, then yeah, I'm gonna try to pursue that.
I love that. I love that mentality. I do. I love it. I love it because that's where it's at. That's what makes all-time greats.
Yeah.
So the ultimate question remains, who comes out on top? Will Crawford's unmatched technical mastery and ring intelligence dismantle Canelo's strength, or will Alvarez's battle-tested power prove too much for even a fighter of Crawford's caliber?